Playing Wukong top lane this game versus Nasus. We have a pretty good team. Jarvan jungle, Blitzcrank, Caitlyn bottom, Brand mid lane. They had a pretty strange team. They really didn't have a support. The support was Morgana, I believe, but which is why I'm saying they really didn't have a support. I mean, I know you can do support of Morgana, but it really fell apart this game.
Never
I would
settle
say.
for second.
So we were going down here, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good because, yeah, Nasus got caught out, and so with Nasus caught out, I got the first blood. I flashed for it because I really wanted the first blood. I wanted to get ahead.
Show me the path.
And so with Nasus caught out, it was Corky on their team was already kind of depressed, and if you listen to my commentaries, you'll know that I think emotion and thought and will to win is far more important than how the game's going, and your mindset is how you win games, not how you play. If you have a good mindset and you want to win, you'll win more. If you don't get mad, it's just how you should play, is wanting to win. Don't give up, don't yell. Just win more games. Just keep playing. So, with the first blood, I got a longsword, so I started Dorn's longsword into lane, which is pretty good.
Adapt to all situations.
I like it a lot. Playing Wukong here versus the Nasus. I picked Wukong first, and you picked Nasus into me. So what I wanted to do versus Nasus is I didn't want Nasus to get farmed.
Is that all they've got?
Because if you play versus Nasus, you know that he kind of snowballs if you let him farm. So I wanted to push him to his turret and try to get him to force him to farm at turret instead of being able to fight me. And if I had the chance, harass him and try to push him out of lane. Jarvan's pinging that he's coming, but my lane's kind of pushed, so I didn't really want him to gank here, and my lane was pushed, and I didn't know if he wanted to go for it, but I mean, he kept coming, so I assumed he was going to go for it. But Nasus said just above 2 and he goes for it. But we do some damage, but I take a tower hit, so I'm at the same HP he is. And he has potions. So that kind of puts him ahead. And the thing here is I was ahead, and I was ahead, and I didn't think I was going to need to try to escape, so I didn't hit W. I just skilled twice in the queue for trades. But I should have still gotten it because Nasus is full HP and he's better for me.
Adapt to all situations.
Better than me. And then this happens. So that's when I could have decoyed if I had skilled into it and saved 25-30% of my HP.
Bring me a real challenge.
So now he's ahead. I'm kind of like, dang, my plan to shut him out didn't work. And I was like, damn.
You got it.
Plan didn't work. What am I gonna do? So I'm trying to sit back, trying to farm, but I can't get up there. I'm a melee champion, and Nasus just got me shut out.
Who questions my ability?
So I'm just waiting. Wait till it gets the turret. I'll try to farm there. So once it gets the turret, I'm like, okay, I can farm this. Try to use my Doran's Blade to get some HP back. I know it's small, but any HP is HP. And Nasus, he knows how to somewhat freeze the lane, make it so I have to go out a little farther than normal to get those CS.
Who questions my ability?
He keeps hitting the ring on me, making my Doran's Blade essentially useless. Like, I'll heal up, and then he'll hit the ring, and then the HP I got back is gone.
Show me the path.
And then I see the Jarvan ping again. Jarvan sees that I'm pretty low, and it's pushed this time. So here comes Jarvan.
Never
No
settle
ward
for
from
second.
Nasus. I made him miss his Q there. And I try to fight him, and then I go in, because I know he's there. And I know he can't kill me, so
Just try to
it's
stay.
kind of just back. And it looks like he gets away, but if you look on the minimap, Jarvan flashes, flags him, so
Every
it was
mistake
a
is
good kill by Jarvan, a good gank that he read. Told him he could have the minions in the lane as I died. Yeah, I was really scared for a moment there because Nasus was getting farmed and I didn't have anything.
You
But
got
now I'm going back with Brutalizer, a ward, and some potions. Thanking Jarvan because he really saved me there. Without Jarvan, it was over. Nasus would have probably farmed
Bring me a real challenge.
pretty hard and got me out of lane. So I bought the ward. I'm gonna go ward. I don't want Yi, Yi's their jungle to come up and grab me here. So I warded down the river. So because on this side, because to get around, they have to go all the way around through our jungle, and generally that takes a long time. And most junglers won't do that. They'll come from
My
blue
journey's only beginning.
up the river. Unless someone's told them that it's warded there, then that's what they'll do. They'll go all the way around. But to do that, they have to make sure our jungler's not at race and it's not warded, and that our mid lane hasn't warded that they're going that way. And this was really strange. Nasus kind of just disappeared for a while, and I didn't know where he went. And so I was like, he's missing. No one was here, so I was just farming until Yi came up. Kind of alpha strike me. Not much Yi can do. I'm more fed than he is, and he's the jungler, so
Who questions my ability?
I just go back to kind of shove him out of lane. Go back to farming the wave. Just want to get damage
Put me to the test.
at first before I go tanky, so because I wanted to be able to harass Nasus out of lane, so I needed damage, so the damage would stick and he wouldn't just lifesteal it back from the creep wave. Then strangely, Corki, level 4, I'm level 7. He comes up here, and I was like, what's happening here, you know? I didn't really know what was happening the rest of the game. I wasn't really looking bot lane. I was focused on my lane. I didn't want the Nasus to snowball. And Jarvan sees is like, why is Corki top? Apparently, you know, Blitzcrank and Caitlyn were doing pretty good down there, and so Corki couldn't handle the grabs. Blitzcrank. So I'm like, okay, I'll fight Corki. It's you know, I'd be able to go in pretty easy, hit him pretty hard. I got a Doran's Brutalizer, and he's got no armor really. He's got maybe a few runes. It even depends on which runes he got. If he has per level ones or flat.
Wuju style.
And right here, I thought he left. I wasn't expecting him to come back to lane, but then there he went. And so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna jump on him, do a lot of his HP, but forgot he had jumped. Popped my ult, didn't know he would jump out of it. Which made me mad. I was like, okay, I'm gonna kill this Corki now. So I'm pushing the lane, and I really want to kill this
My place
Corki.
is at the top.
So I'm walking around and then occasionally stopping, so he thinks I might decoy, and realize that if I stop, it's not because I'm decoying, it's just because I'm stopping. I decoy here and get a hit off. And so now he's really low. I really don't care. I'm gonna tower dive him. Just get out of my lane. I really want to kill the Corki. He dodged my ult. He made me mad. So the game's really going our way. 5-0, 10 minutes in.
Every mistake is a lesson.
I was pretty happy with what the game was looking like. My ward had run out, but I wasn't really mattering. And teleporting Nasus, who's been gone for 5 minutes, comes back. No idea where he had been. Hadn't gained any levels. No CS. No idea what he was doing. So it's just like Nasus is back. Don't know where he was. So I go back and I instead of building tanky, I was just like, you know, I have a lot of gold. I'm just gonna go BF sword. Should have probably started going tanky instead of building damage. But with the way the game was looking, it was just no reason. No, why not?
Never
you know.
settle for second.
Killing spree.
Our team's 4-manning bot. He's kind of pushing. He was doing really good this game. He was just farming. He had the most farm, and he would just push and get the CS. So with the CS from my lane, I was pretty far ahead, and I just chunked Nasus. I mean, he's able to hit me because he's Nasus, but I'm able to finish him off there. He did a lot more damage than I thought he would do, but then I looked down and remembered, you know, I don't have any tank items. I'm raw damage. Our team got Dragon, and it was 8-0, looking really good. 12 minutes in, Corky was saying he was done with the game. If Blitz had hit that, I would have gone down. But Nasus is like, he's gonna carry them. So Nasus, they were just joking around at this point. They weren't even trying, really. And you'll see that it kind of snowballs downward from here. They do get a few kills, and they do. It takes us a while to close out the game for another. We're only about halfway through. And yet again, I'm going damage. I'm just gonna get a bloodthirster. I don't need tanky because they all die in one hit. The team right now is talking. Nasus is complaining that he instant locked, so he has to carry them. And Brand's like, well, the game's not over because he's in it. You never know what's gonna happen. Brand's right. You never know what's gonna happen, right? Anything can carry, and it looks like there is a point in the game where it looks like he might be able to, if he plays the right carry, because he's gotten so farmed and he's the only person that has kills. See it again. This Nasus, he's fighting me. He hit me with the wither, but I was able to get the max range jump on him. The E there. Been maxing my Q first, then my E. Max W last. Ult when it pops up.
Who questions my ability?
And a lot of this game, I just stayed top, let my team kind of just 4v5 or 4v4. I didn't go mid until after I kind of got this turret. But there's E getting one of the kills. Those were her first kills in the game. 11-2 now at 13-38. But you know, Corky is really raging. He's really mad. He didn't like this how the game went. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Is like that's something you need to not. That's something that you really shouldn't do. Like even if you've had a bad day, you should probably just keep playing. Like you don't need to really rage or make anyone mad. You'll just lose more. This part here really kind of made me mad. I was like, come on, give me the kill. But you know, I was out of mana, and he ghosted out of there, so it was pretty funny. He thought I was gonna catch him. This is also funny. He kind of jumps on me, but he misses, and I Q him, and he runs, even though I was out of mana because of how much damage I did to him.
Show me the path.
So that was pretty cool. I survived that. I thought I was gonna die when I saw the Yi, but it turns out he was scared of my damage, even though I was out of mana. I go back and get a Bloodthirster, not what I should have bought, but I should have never bought the Bloodthirster, just got Sunfire right away, or boots. And even the boots I buy Berserking Greaves, which is probably not something I should build on Wukong. I probably should go Ninja Tabi, or heck, even Moby, so I can get across the map faster to end it. So it was just, okay, 2-12, 15 minutes.
Is that all they've got?
I'm just gonna farm. And push the lane. I guess that's the kind of mentality that drags these games out. that I was doing is we're ahead and we don't want to give it away, even though we're so far ahead. We should probably just dive, be diving turrets and getting the kills anyways, and just pushing objectives. And we're kind of showing that right here, but then it's like we just back off, or we push a little bit and back up and just go back to farming. Hard part about Elo is that, or solo queue, is that you do find a lot of the players, or most find out that most players are actually like that, where they really don't want to give away their win, because the win is like important to them, and they don't want to give it away. So that was a pretty good dive by our team. But here comes the E, like I was saying, he's actually pretty farmed, and he does get double kills here on me and Blitz rank. But Caitlyn killed Annie bot lane, and we got an ace. All 5 members are dead, but we're pretty low. We can't really, I don't know if we push this turret tower here. We end up pushing it later. At 74, 16 minutes in, this game would be over. This game should be over. We should be able to just group mid and push. And they actually kind of had a team to stop that. The E was decently fed enough that he scared us not wanting to go in. Which, I don't know if you should really be scared of a 3-1 or a 3-kill E. But he had the most farm in the game, so he was kind of ahead. But the rest of the team, I mean, we should have just grouped mid and pushed, which we do. But we were scared of the E, which we shouldn't have been. We should have just gone in on it and dove the turret. Instead, we play around on the side with wards. So, see, this, like I was talking about earlier, this is kind of just, back to farming. Even though we have a 13 kill lead, instead of just going and ending it, I'm just farming top lane. And so that extends the games unnecessarily. You can probably just group mid at this point. It's not even probably, you should just group it mid at this point and push. And because of how I built, I can't tower dive because I'll actually die because I haven't built any tank. Which is why I said earlier that I shouldn't have built a Bloodthirster, and you see there the Berserker's Greaves. I do a lot of damage, but I'm kind of a one-trick pony glass cannon. But at this point, I'm like, I do need some tank. So, I think that happens 2 or 3 more times in the game where Morgana actually hits me with her bind as I'm casting my ult, and I just get stuck looking like a loser. Blitzcrank saving the day. I'm running. I see Corky, and I'm like, okay, I'm running away.
Show me the path.
Caitlyn kills Annie again. These guys are chasing me. And teamfight breaks out, and there's the E getting the brand. So I thought he was going to come for me here, but he turns around, and so I'm like, okay, maybe I might be able to make a play. No, okay, no, I need to get out of here. And really indecisive, like, should I go in? Where's my team? I wanted to go in, and then I see that there's the ward, and they're running back this way, so I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to fight, I can do something, Even if it's just a in, hit, and die, and get them low, and get good engage. But there's nothing I could really do. The Jarvan was caught out. So that's what I was talking about. We weren't playing to win right now. We were playing to just like get further ahead, which isn't necessarily bad. Like, if you're able to keep getting further ahead, then you will eventually end the game. But it's just going to take a lot more time than it should.
Who questions my ability?
Like this should have been a 20-minute game, and normally it would because they'd surrender, but this team was kind of. But this game should have been a 20-minute game because we pushed their Nexus to 20 minutes. Not that they surrendered. If we had grouped mid instead of fighting in the jungle there and just pushed the turret, we would have won. But now it's 18-7, and they're kind of like, oh, we just want to fight. We're kind of confident. And so, as I was saying at the beginning, where it doesn't really matter how you played. It's more about your morale and your mentality. They have a confidence boost. They're thinking, okay, we might be able to pull this back, and so they're gonna start playing a little bit better. You know, you'll notice that because their hearts are more into it. They'll play it better right now. And this is what I say. We finally group mid, and we're scared of the E. We're scared of their team. Why are we scared? You know, we're ahead 12 kills. We shouldn't be scared. And there they are playing with the wards. But Morgana just spell shields and clears it with a ping.
Adapt to all situations.
So we're just I'm hoping that they come close to it. I can jump them. But it was really good. It's like, okay, well, what are we doing here? We're just getting hit by Corki. So it was frustrating. It was pretty frustrating. I wanted to end it, but I was scared of the E. I didn't want to die. I built wrong, really, and that's something you never want to do. If you have a build and it's a good build and you know it's a good build and it works, don't differ from it because you got ahead. Because just because you got ahead doesn't mean that you will be ahead earlier. And so you build. What I did is I have this Bloodthirster now, and I have no tankiness. And this you can just pick me off, or pick any members of our team off because I'm not a tank. I should be able to fight the E and stop him from hitting one of our team members. So we get him here. I have some tankiness now because I have a giant stuff, enough to survive. But if he had hit me there, I would have probably died. So, like I said, don't differ from your builds. If you have a build, just follow it. Even if you get ahead, don't go for the items later in the build. Or just have it like, oh, if I get ahead, I'll build this because it still works.
Show me the path.
But if you have a build and you don't have like, oh, if I get ahead, like a side build that still works, don't just be like, oh, I can buy a Bloodthirster, you know, it'd be so cool to do so much damage like I did here. I should have just went Sunfire instead of that Bloodthirster and then gotten like a Spear Vestige. Yeah, I do a lot of damage, and I can blow up Morgana like that, but it was risky. If my team hadn't been able to follow up, then it's quite possible that they could have made a comeback by just killing me because I'm a glass cannon, and I had gotten kills and they get a spree. So now we're pushing. Nasus pushing top. We don't care about him. He's underfarmed. I did shut him down. He's teleporting in. We get the Corki. We get sunbared by Annie. Squishy old Nasus coming in here.
Adapt to all situations.
Jarvan dies, and here comes the E. We're pretty scared of him, as we should be. I said as we should be, but we really probably shouldn't be scared of him. And so we realized that right there, kind of. We really shouldn't be scared of him. He's not that strong. It's 25-9. And he's the only one up, and so I'm kind of just taking shots. Push the turret. The E is greedy for kills. Gets the blitz, but loses the tower and an hit here. So this game's still going, and it should have been over 4 minutes ago, and it keeps going a little bit. We don't end it here. We don't end it here. We don't have the members of our team.
Rampage.
Never settle for
So like I said earlier, look, I have a lot of damage, but I can't follow it up because I have no tank. I can do that burst. I don't have any mana either, so I go so I can only do that burst every now and again. And I go sometimes, and that's bad. Maybe a Frozen Heart or anything would have stopped that if I had gone tanky like I should have. Because Wukong really has a damage. If you get runes and masteries for damage going 80, you can really probably just get a brutalizer, and you'd be good for most of the game. Especially if you got a Sunfire doing some magic damage. Here it's kind of funny, you know, Brand missed his thing, but he gets like a double here. But it's like, see, as you see, like, they're doing a lot better than they were in the early game. I mean, they're down 17 kills, but they have kills. And here, Fraps kind of cut out for me a little bit, and then I put it back, right?
You got it.
I got it back together real fast. I was like, what? Why is it going out? So, sorry for that. And Tiver's worth 50 gold. It's like the best. It's worth more than a cannon minion. So if she's throwing Tivers at you, don't let that die. Just get a last hit. I didn't know that for a long time. That Tivers gets 50 gold, which is more than a cannon minion. There's that Morgana binding me with a failed spin again. Ah. And Corky just firing rockets. Corky's rockets give you sight, so firing rockets. I just decoy here, take a shot. And I'm running. Low HP, same old, don't have my Sunfire. Should have been more tanky at this point in the game. Was gonna try to jump over there if Nasus got away, but he's really shut down. He has nothing. I think he has a gauntlet. So not much he can do. So the game's almost over here, I believe. We pushed a little bit, but it should have been over a long time ago. Like because I built wrong and I was greedy and I wanted more kills.
Just try to
I let the lead get to me and didn't capitalize on it. If I had stayed with my build and gone tanky, I could have tower dove and ended the game faster. Instead, I was greedy for kills, but I wasn't able to get any kills, or as many as I wanted, because I didn't have any tanks. So the opposite happened because I wanted kills. So don't differ from your build, stay tanky. Or depending on what you are, don't differ from your build. Like if you have a build and it works, there's a reason it works. And I should have built tank on Wukong so I could have tower dove and ended this game faster. But because I didn't have tank, I wasn't able to tower dive because I would have died and given them sprees. So we weren't able to push, and the game dragged out. So I believe the game goes to about 30 minutes, maybe a bit longer. Because they don't end it here. I think they get the Nexus open. So there's that shutdown Nasus again. I mean, doing what he can, but not much he can do, right? And he flashed Mr. Stun.
You got it.
And I was like, go Caitlyn, you know, dodge him, get the Nexus right. And she's just like, okay, get out of here.
Never settle.
And there's the kills. I'm on my way down. Trying to finish the game. Wanna be able to get this recording done. So I'm all frantic. I'm rushing it.
An ally has been
I saved this Jarvan here with my ult. Didn't really have to use it to get the kill, but I had to use it to save Jarvan.
You have slain an enemy.
And they're up, but I really don't mind. Knew she would throw the Q there, so I just decoyed. Flashed over, just finished the game. And so that was a pretty good game. Gold 5 top lane Wukong.